All right. So we've got another one of these startup pitches, right? So the goal here was, on top of the other things we were doing, we wanted to expose you to innovation outside the walls of your building. So we have 5 startups talking to you. And this is a company that I should say I'm the chairman of the board of, for full disclosure, and a big fan of what they're doing and investor in it for a long time. But LegalSifter is an amazing AI technology helping read and understand legal contracts. I'll let Kevin tell you a little bit more about what LegalSifter is doing.
Thank you very much, Sean. It's very nice to meet all of you. My name is Kevin Miller. I serve as the CEO of LegalSifter. Hopefully you can see my screen. I just have a couple of slides. I'll show you a screenshot of the software and we'll be done. I'm a licensed attorney, but I've spent 20 years being a part of and leading global businesses. And I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about contracts today. You know, contracts, as you all know, are a pain. They are the most important document in global commerce, but they are a pain to negotiate and read, and they are a pain to keep track of. And it doesn't matter if you're large or small or medium. This is just an issue that everybody faces around the world. And some of the traditional solutions out there just haven't gotten it done. We built some products that makes the entire process of negotiating and managing process cheaper, faster, and safer. And we think we're going to have a big impact on the world. People have a lot of contract pain, and the biggest pain they tend to have is in the negotiation cycle or in the management side. And so creating the first draft, while an issue, is not, it's more of a solved problem. It's the negotiation that's the problem. When you talk to large companies, they have too many people involved in the process of negotiating or reviewing a contract, or worse, not enough. If you're a mid-size or a small company, you have even less aptitude or less money to go to an attorney to review a contract. More of your contracts are negotiated on other parties' paper or negotiated without the help of an attorney because it's just too expensive to do so. And it slows down sales cycles. It slows down buy cycles, which is time to cash or time to cash savings. And you're always worried about signing something you shouldn't. On the management side, once you execute that agreement, there are great solutions on execution with DocuSign and the like, but then you have to do something with it. And even though there are lots and lots of databases out there to house those contracts, what we see time and time and time again is clients and companies have bought a database or built one, but they can't manage it. And so it's like they've bought a library, but all the books are on the floor. They can't keep the books on the shelves. They can't keep them organized. And as a result, they don't know what's inside these contracts. They miss dates. They fall into auto renewals, etc. These are the two pains that people have historically, and it's global and ubiquitous. We've built 2 solutions, one that reads the contracts and give advice in a SaaS solution. It's called LegalSifter. You upload your contract, it reviews it in a minute or two, gives you in-context advice, tells you what's there, it tells you what's not there, and tells you what to do about it. That advice can be configured by your local law firm or by your own organization, or it can be used out of the box. And it's available right now on business as usual contracts. So think software, service, hardware, information security, privacy, shipping, sponsored research agreements, etc. 50 to 80% of the agreements that any of your procurement organizations are dealing with, we've got covered with LegalSifter, and we're adding more and more every week and every month. That's our SaaS solution, and that's available to you globally. We're in 18 countries with that solution. We have a second solution called Sifter Concierge that works for your after you sign problems. It's basically, we become your contract librarian. When you sign your contract, you send it to us. We will use artificial intelligence and people, paralegals and lawyers, to extract and organize your data and organize it inside of your contract database, or we'll provide one to you. That way, your library is always organized, and your people and your team members can get the right alerts, the right reports, and always be able to find the agreements that they're looking for. In the last minute or two, I just want to show you, because most people want to see it, I just want to show you what LegalSifter, the software, looks like. And so this is an example. I've already sifted this document. I'm doing something very simple here. This is a non-disclosure agreement. In this situation, the tool told me in a minute or two, I've already sifted it, that, there's 5 provisions that are missing from the document. It's really hard to look at a document that you're negotiating and understand what's there if you wrote it. It's even harder if it came in on other parties' paper. So in this situation, it's missing a clause. I can take that clause, not that you would do it, I could drop it right into the first paragraph. And then as I move through the document, I can get advice on the concepts that are present, again, making red line changes in the document. When I'm finished, I can dismiss this advice and export this document to Word and ship it to the other side. And so we think in the not too distant future, all of you will spell check these documents, grammar check these documents, and also get help from an AI that gives you in context advice. If you'd like to learn, the result of doing this, by the way, is, you're going to save 20 to 80% of the time it normally takes you to review a document. You're going to avoid gotcha terms. You're going to get more consistency in your organization, lower your risk, and lower your costs. The same can be said for Sifter Concierge. By knowing all of the terms and conditions in your agreement and organizing them in a contract library, you're going to know what you've signed. You're going to know when you need to be alerted to new things and new obligations, and you're not going to miss anything. This is what LegalSifter is about. We've got about 200 plus clients today around the world, and we are expanding. And we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or give us a call or contact us at inquiry@legalsifter.com to learn more. Thank you very much.